Nicole Ben Simon here from Elwood Beach, enjoying the sunshine. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about our parents and the effect that role models in our life have on us. From a very young age, we look to adults to help us, to support us, to help us understand the world, to help us understand who we are. And we've got to love our parents and our teachers and all of our role models for doing the best that they can and having done the best that they could have at the time. But as an adult, it's really important to be able to look back and divorce ourselves from some of the conditioning, some of the mindsets, and some of the cultural beliefs that we have been that have been embedded in us from such a young age. And even though our parents, do love us and have wanted the best for us, a lot of the beliefs that we carry about ourselves have been distorted. And it's time now for us to really dig deep and really choose the beliefs that resonate and that feel right, and understand that some of the beliefs that we carry about ourselves are actually not really true. They're not our authentic truth. They're beliefs based on what we've been told. We've been conditioned to believe that we have to follow a certain way of being, follow a certain pattern, follow a certain path, go to school, do well at school. If you don't do well at school, there are consequences. Grow up, get a job, get married, have children. If you don't follow that expected pattern, then you're made to feel perhaps that there's something wrong with you because you're stepping outside of the box, outside of the rules and regulations. And a lot of us are now evolving to a place that we are learning how to find ourselves, learning how to express ourselves authentically. And in order to do that, we do have to actually let go of the belief systems that have been holding us back and making us believe as though there's something wrong with us if we haven't followed that path, or if we don't want to follow that path anymore. This could be cultural conditionings as well. It could be religion. It's time for us to now really, really live our life aligned with who we truly are. And a lot of us have had these, tumultuous experiences or childhoods where there's been trauma, where there's been hardship. And the purpose of that is not to bring us down and break us up. It's really there to teach us how to come back to ourselves and how to love ourselves and how to honor ourselves despite what other people think, despite how other people perceive us. And it's all about coming back home to who you really are. And so in order to do that, we do have to dismantle some of those belief systems that have been holding us back, some of these distortions that are not really who we are. And this could be quite a difficult process because it is, in a way, like an egoic death. It's a way, in a way, it is us unpeeling layers of ourselves that we have identified with. And as we're unpeeling these layers, we're becoming more and more raw. We're becoming more and more aligned with who we are. But this can be it could be quite an isolating process. It could be quite a lonely process, because getting to know yourself authentically without all of the noise, the unnecessary noise, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to step out of ways of being that don't feel aligned to our truth. And this sometimes does require some level of being able to distance yourself emotionally from some of the mind sets that we have adopted. And so it doesn't mean that we don't love our parents, we don't respect our teachers and our caretakers, but we must understand that they did the best that they can with the knowledge that they had. And as we are evolving and ascending, some of those belief systems are very outdated and very disempowering, and they don't feel right. And so if you're feeling as though you are having to step back and really take a good look at who you truly are without all of the distortions, it's a beautiful process when you start feeling what does seem aligned, when you start acting from a place of true, honest being, of how things feel for you. And if it means that you start to feel a bit like, I won't say black sheep of the family, because it's actually the white sheep of the family, but if you do start to feel that you are different and you're moving away from the collective belief systems of your family or of your culture, just know that it is okay. It is okay. We are not here to be followers and sheep and herds. We're not here to just follow without thinking. We're actually here to create our own reality based on our belief systems and our truths. So I guess what I wanted to say is that if you're going on this journey and you're tapping into a part of you that feels really aligned with your beliefs, you're choosing a career that may not be something your family may have wanted you to do, but it feels right for you. You move to a country that seems aligned to you, but your family don't seem to think that it's something that you should be doing. It's about stepping into our power, and it's about loving those who are judging, but still having the courage to follow your truth, follow your dreams. And we're not here to people please and suppress ourselves. We're not here to do that. We are actually here to love those around us, but to love ourselves first, to honor ourselves and honor our path and honor our truth, because that's when our body feels that it's being heard, and that's where we feel that we are connected within. We're connected to ourselves, and we cannot connect to ourselves fully if we're too busy worrying about what is expected of us. So I guess I invite you to look at where in your life you are not honoring yourself, because if that is happening, it may come up in illness, because you're not tending to your inner being and your inner knowing. And sometimes when we're not on our path, our body may show us that we're not aligned. Things in our lives may happen to show us that we're not aligned. We may find that unnecessary suffering has to happen in order for us to make a course correction. But if we are tapping into ourselves and we are feeling aligned with what our path is, we don't have to have those challenges come up for us. So just some food for thought. Hopefully you can look deeper into how you can really separate yourself from the stories around you that don't benefit you, that don't help you to grow, and to have the courage to be your own person and to be your own hero, really, because we're all here on our journey. We're all here alone to be the best version of ourselves that we came here to be. And all of the other players in our lives, they're wonderful, but at the end of the day, we are here on our own path. So honor that, honor yourself, and have a beautiful day.